I always wondered how animals will not be able to recognize animal decoys. Like, I've watched a lot of animal videos where they'll like send decoys and the animals will not be able to, recognize the decoys. And animals know themselves. They know how they behave. They know how they walk. But they will not be able to recognize that they are with decoys. As humans will be able to see that, oh, that's a decoy, but the animals will not be able to see that they are with decoys. They'll send a pigeon drone, and other real pigeons will think that that's a real pigeon, even if it doesn't fly the way that they fly, even if it doesn't look exactly the way that they look, but they will think it's a pigeon. They'll send a decoy monkey, and real monkeys will think, oh, this is a real monkey. They'll send a decoy turkey, and turkeys will think, yeah, it's a real turkey. We all know that we are being lied to, right? There's information that's being kept away from the public. It's becoming more and more evident. Remember what happened in 2020? Where people weren't even allowed to make their own choices. Where people lost their jobs because they weren't allowed to make their own. Like, something is wrong. It had a bit, like, something is wrong. Now they're talking about UFOs. There are UFOs everywhere, bruh. Everywhere. No one is really telling us anything. They're only giving us clues. Like, we don't deserve to know. They're just giving us clues. Like, hey, yeah, we have seen some drones and we don't know where these drones come from. We've seen some unidentified flying objects. We don't know where they're coming from. We don't think they're coming from other countries. So, why are they not telling us everything? When these people are being interviewed, there are things that they don't say. They'll be like, I'm not allowed to say that. Like, damn. And it's not like these people that are keeping information from us are special, like they're better than us. We have a tendency to elect the wrong people. Like, if we have the choice to put someone into a certain position, chances are we're not going to choose the right person. Like, women will not be able to choose the right guy for them. The citizens of a country will not be able to choose the right president for themselves, right? It's just like we choose the wrong people because we're looking at the wrong things. If someone is charismatic, we're like, yeah, that person will be a great leader. It doesn't matter if the person is smart, if that person cares, if that person has the right intentions. No. What we care about is how we feel about these people. We project our feelings onto them. Like, when I see Donald Trump, I feel happy. I like the way that he talks. He's funny. He's this. So does that mean that he deserves to be, the president of your country? I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just giving you an example. In South Africa, the leaders that we select, these are the leaders that are charismatic. We don't select the smartest leaders, right? Like the people that you can see yourself that, but this person can, this person is smart, right? This person is smarter than most people. If there's a person that can come up with ideas that can really take us somewhere as a country, this is the person. But we don't choose these people. You know, it's not like if you're smart, people are going to love you. No, no, no. People care about how they feel, right? If you're smart, if you're very smart, you don't make people feel great. You know, some people will be jealous. Some people will feel like they'll feel inadequate. Like, how is it that you know too much and I know nothing? Like, they don't feel good in your presence because you know too much. So they want the people that they can relate to, the people that they see themselves in. Like, oh yeah, that person is like me. I want to see an ordinary guy in parliament. You know, I don't want to see this smart. Like, they hate smart people, you know. So the people that are in power are not very intelligent, but they are keeping information from the people that, you know, some of these people that they're keeping information from are way more intelligent than they are. But they're deciding that, hey, we don't deserve to know the truth. So in a world like that, in a world where the truth is being kept away from the public, it's logical to think that we're being manipulated in so many different ways, right? I mean, how else will they be able to keep the truth from us if they were not manipulating us? If they were not silencing people who speak the truth? If they were not distracting us? And when something big is happening, you hear on the news that Beyonce got arrested because, well, she was involved in this and that, and then you focus on that. You stop focusing on the big things that are actually happening, that you should be focusing on, because it doesn't matter if Puffy got arrested. It doesn't matter if Jay-Z is catching a case. Who cares? Like, it's just a person. You know what I mean? Jay-Z is just a person. It's just a human. Human beings do fuck up. So why does it really matter that these people, you know, are in trouble? Like, we don't care. It's just Jay-Z doesn't know you. Puffy doesn't know you. You know, all these other celebrities, they don't know you. Your life isn't going to change because these people, you know, are getting arrested. Your life isn't going to change. It doesn't really affect your life in any way, really. But you focus on that more than the things that can really affect your life. That's manipulation. You are being manipulated. I remember when I was growing up, my granddad will give me like a job. I'm like, yo, I'm going to pay you this amount, do this for me. I'll do it for him. If I did something that's not easy to do, maybe I would have to do it for like it would take me 2-3 days to do it. After I'm done and he's supposed to pay me, he'll start a stupid fight. Like a really stupid fight. And we will fight. And after fighting, he doesn't give me my money anymore. Right? Like, there was his tactic. Like, that's how he would shift. Like, he wouldn't really be able to shift my focus away from money, but us fighting would mean that we don't get to talk anymore. We're angry at each other, and even if I try to talk to him, he can just keep quiet because he's angry at me. You know, I say some things, he says some things, so we're angry at each other. So why should we be talking? Why should he pay me my money? You know. That was his manipulative style, and it will work sometimes until I realized that that's what he will like. He will start an unnecessary fight just to not pay me. So after I realized that he wasn't able to do that anymore, he will start a fight and I would just not care. But like, oh yeah, it's, you know, he's just trying to not pay me. So the people who are in power kind of operate that way. They want us to focus on what they want us to focus on. So, in a world where we are being manipulated, where I think every person knows, you know, we're being manipulated. It doesn't really matter what religion you believe in, you know. Could believing in Christianity, you still know you are being manipulated. You could be an atheist. You still know you're being manipulated. It doesn't really matter what religion you believe in. We know we are being lied to. We know we are being manipulated. We know that we are not being told everything that we deserve to know as people. And the truth is, as a person, you deserve to know the truth. Like, as a person who lives in a world that they do not understand, you deserve the truth. You deserve to know the truth about aliens, the truth about other planets, the truth about the moon, the truth about everything. You know, the truth about what happened in 2020. You know, we deserve to know. You deserve to know. You shouldn't take yourself for granted. You deserve to know. You deserve the truth. You know. But we're not being told the truth. We know nothing. They've just been giving us clues about aliens. You know, they're being interviewed and they tell us that, you know, there are some things they're not supposed to tell us. You're like, what? I wonder why the American citizens are not really saying anything about that. Like, you deserve to know. You really, really deserve to know. You live in a world that you didn't consent to be in the first place, and now they are keeping information from you as if they are better. Like, no, you deserve the truth. You deserve to know what is actually going on. So in a world where it is possible to fool animals the way that we fool animals using technology, in a world where they have technology that they are not even telling us about, do you mean to tell me that they are not using technology to manipulate us in some way? What's the best way to monitor humans? What if it was possible to create fake humans? What if it was possible to create soulless beings, NPCs? Human decoys that looked identical to real humans. So you will not be able to tell the difference. You know, if you're interacting with an NPC or a decoy or a soulless being, you'll not be able to tell. I mean, let's be real. The world is weird, man, and people do weird shit. Shit that you yourself know deep down that a conscious human being would not do. You're like, nah, man, no. A sentient being will not do these things that, you know, people are doing. A sentient being wouldn't be that ignorant. It is true that we do live in a world that we truly don't understand. And you tell people that, hey, look, I'm not sure if we've been told the truth about God, and that person says, oh, you got demons. Like, come on, you gonna tell me people are that dumb? People being lied to by their pastors. They get scammed a lot of money. You're gonna tell me people are that dumb? What if there are actual decoys that we actually live with, but we don't know that because we don't know what to look at? Like for an example, if they they sell fake Nike shoes and they look identical to the real Nike shoes, you don't know what to look at, you know, to identify the fake shoes. So it's kind of like that. It's like you don't know what to look at. But what if real humans behave differently from NPCs? What if real humans are more curious than NPCs? What if real humans act better than NPCs? Like, they make decisions that they can explain. Growing up, I always had this feeling that there will be people who will be sent to my life just to gather information about me. I find that these people come from they just come into your life and they do whatever they can to be close to you. And while they're close to you, they ask a lot of questions. And they seem to like you, but you can tell that the way that they like you isn't very real. Like something is off. Like they seem to like you so much, but something is off. And when they leave, they just disappear. They just disappear. Like you can tell that the whole thing was not real. It was like they were sent to gather information or to do something to you. Because maybe you always have your guard up, like you don't trust easily. Unless people come into your life and they get very they seem they act like they are real. And that's when you start to let your guard down, and they're able to do what they want to do to you. They're able to manipulate you the way that they want to manipulate you. Maybe they're in your life to give you ideas that are not yours and that you're gonna believe in. Maybe they're in your life to make you feel insecure. Maybe they're in your life to monitor your life, to see what's going on with you, to see what you know. If we lived in a world where not every person is actually real, you'd find that there will be very few people that are actually real, and many other people are actually just decoys. And the best way to monitor the people that are real will be to send decoys to get information about them, to see what they know, to see what they are planning. Now, what if I know the truth and I'm pretending as if I don't, and then they send some decoys to my life that I will trust, right? I'll believe that, oh, no, these are real people, and then I tell them the truth, and they're like, oh, Benedictine actually know the truth. He's just pretending as if he doesn't, because he knows that if he told everyone that he knows the truth, then he'll become a serious target. So he'd rather pretend as if, he's clueless like everyone else. You have to be careful who you let into your life. You need to be careful how you communicate with people that are in your life, what you say. I do believe that we do deal with real monitoring spirits. People who were sent by the system to come and gather information from you. People who were sent by the system to mess with your peace. Or to lead you towards the wrong direction. Find that you're on the right path. But someone gets sent into your life and they fuck your life up, and you find yourself focusing on things that you shouldn't be focusing on. Like, we need to really, really, really be careful. Like, really, really, really need to be careful. We are being manipulated, so we cannot be trusting. If there's one person that you can trust, not even not even put it that way. But if there's a one person that maybe you can trust, is yourself, because some people suck so bad that they can't even trust themselves. So maybe if there's a person that you want to trust, then it should be yourself. You shouldn't be trusting other people, because you still don't know what this is. That is the truth, right? You still don't know how the world really, really works. And there are things that, no matter how intelligent you are, you cannot really know for sure. You see? So you need to protect your energy and learn to recognize when the people who are in your life are being made to behave the way that they're behaving. But sometimes people behave in a way that really doesn't make sense, and you're like, no. Maybe they're just ignorant. Maybe they're just stupid. Maybe we're just, they just don't understand me, or we're different. Well, the truth is that they were sent to behave the way that they're behaving, so that you don't focus on what you need to be focusing on, or so that you'll be traumatized, If you're a girl, they send the guy for your dreams. And he loves you. He treats you right. He gives you the best sex. He's very romantic. He cares about you. And after a year, he starts to change. He starts to cheat a lot. And you're like, what's going on? Why is he cheating now? He starts to treat you like shit. He starts to abuse you. And you suffer and you become traumatized. You don't know that he was just sent by the system. We're dealing with it. This reminds me of this scene from The Matrix. And look, you need to always keep an open mind when you're dealing with reality, right? So there's this scene from the last Matrix movie. I thought it was funny. So when Neo and Trinity decided to be together again, when Trinity remembered who Neo was, after he convinced her to come with him. The analyst started to use the bots in the Matrix, the decoys, the NPCs in the Matrix, to attack Neo and Trinity. You find that, a woman is sleeping with a guy. She's real. Like, she's in the Matrix and she's real, but the guy isn't. He's a bot. He'll wake up in the middle of the night and then run towards the window because Neo is driving like a scooter. So they want to stop him. So he will just jump out the window so that he will fall on the road and stop Neo somehow. And the real humans will be surprised. Like, why is this happening? Even Trinity herself, she was married to an NPC, right? She didn't know it was an NPC. And she even had children, and her children were NPCs too. I mean, when you look at the way that the world works, you look at the way that people work, do you really, really feel like this is real? Does it feel real? Does it really feel like the real world where everything is what it seems, or something is off? Some people don't understand that being conscious, that really is a big deal. If you're conscious, you suffer. Like, that's supposed to be impossible. Like, when you think deeply about it, it's supposed to be impossible. Like, you cannot create consciousness, right? Can you? Do you think scientists can create consciousness? Like, consciousness is something that can be created. So if you are conscious, you are important, because that's crazy. Like, the fact that you're self-aware, that is crazy. So shouldn't you be studied? If this was a simulation, the most important beings will be the conscious ones. It will not be the NPCs. NPCs can be created. It's easy to create NPCs. It will be the conscious ones. Like the same way that if you're playing a video, like if you know a video game, like only matters because there are conscious people who are actually playing these video games. It's not like the video game matters even if it's just playing itself. Like that doesn't matter. It's nothing, right? But if there are conscious people that are actually playing the game, that's what actually matters. And you know, every game is created for conscious people. It's not created for the NPCs themselves because they can't even have an experience. So shouldn't you be studied if you are conscious? Shouldn't you be studied if you are being manipulated to see if there's some shit that you know? To see what your next move is going to be, what you're planning to do. To see if you do suspect that, you know, this world isn't what it seems. Because some people are not like me. Like, with me, at least, they'll be like, we just have to watch his videos. That guy, you know. So someone asked me this question the other day. They were like, okay, if you speak the truth, why do they allow you to make videos then? Like, maybe to study me. Who knows? Like, isn't this the best way for them to figure out what's going on in my mind because I'm expressing myself? But there are some people who keep to themselves. Like they kind of figure out what is actually going on, but they keep to themselves. They don't say anything. So wouldn't they send decoys into their lives so that they can figure out what these people know? You know, the same way that they will send people into Truman's lives. Like if you watch the Truman Show, they'll just decide, okay, now Truman needs a wife. Then he needs another wife now. He needs a job. And didn't know that there was someone who was controlling his life, who was deciding who gets to be in his life. And that's why now when I meet people, even if it seems by accident, I don't go like, oh, it means it was fate. And now because it seems like it was fate, now we should be close and all that. Like I'm careful, right? I take my time and study people. Because yes, there are people that you just meet by accident and they just stick around. And you think, oh, I met them by accident. But you don't know that you are being manipulated in so many different ways. You don't know that nothing is actually random. You're at the mall, you want to buy something and you don't have enough money. And someone stands next to you and they seem friendly, they seem kind, and you're like, I don't have enough money. Please hook me up with 10 rand. And they hook you up and they're smiling and you're like, you know what, I want to get to know this person. We need to be careful because we live in a world that we don't understand. We don't know what's going on in other people's minds. We don't know what other people know. Here is a serious recommendation. Black Mirror. Watch Black Mirror. In fact, watch this episode. Just one episode of Black Mirror. It's called White Bear. It's my favorite episode. And it fucks me up. Like when I watch it, whenever I watch it, it fucks me up. It's about a lady who wakes up in a small town. She doesn't remember her name, where she comes from. She just wakes up in a room and she's in pain. Doesn't know what's going on. She goes outside. There are people that are trying to unalive her. She starts running. She finds people in the street with their phones out. They are recording her, and she asks for help, and they don't help her. And she continues to run, and then she meets people who were not holding their phones and who were able to talk. So they will tell her that, hey, they don't know what's going on. They don't know why these people are recording. They're recording them, but they believe that there's this other pole that's causing this to happen. So they must go to where the pole was, pole or tower. I don't really remember. And yeah, maybe they'll be able to fix this problem. But in the end, it was revealed to her that no. Everyone in that town is sane. They knew exactly what they were doing. They were recording her because her and her boyfriend unalived a little girl and buried her while she was recording, and that's why they are recording. You know, there will be some clues, right? There will be some clues. You know, that girl had a white bear, and she would see, as soon as she gets out the house, she would see the white bear. You know, and it would trigger some memories. And also there was a photo of that girl when she woke up in the room. So there will be some clues to remind her of what she did. But she didn't know that everyone was in on it. Like it will be revealed to her in the end that no one is on your side. You know, everyone is in on it. This process is going to start again. It's going to start again and again and again and again. And that would raise ethical questions. Like, who are they really punishing? Because we are our memories. If I do something today and they wipe off my memories, I'm a different person. So who are they really punishing if they punish this body? Like, who are they really punishing? Because now I'm a different person. I don't even remember what I did. And what is the point of punishing me? Is it to change me? What is it? Yeah, you know. But yeah. Anything is possible in this world. Maybe that some people don't know what's going on, but they are pretending to not know what's going on. Maybe a lot of people that you live with are just drones. Remember I told you about the series The Good Place, where 4 people found themselves in the afterlife that was supposed to be good, but they kept on fighting and fighting and fighting, and there were other people. But they later realized that the other people that were there were not real people, they were just demons. So it was just the 4 of them, but there seemed to be many people there. They wondered why they would keep on fighting. They kept on fighting because they were not in a good place. Like, the place itself seemed beautiful, good things seemed to be happening, but they always were fighting. So they realized that no, this is hell. It just seems good. No? The way that the world that we find ourselves in seems good. And some people will be like, yeah, it is good, it is good. Like, no, it isn't. It's obvious that it isn't. Everything that we think is good is predicated upon something evil. Isn't that obvious? And there are a lot of fucked up things that are happening that shouldn't even be happening. You know, these things, we shouldn't even allow these things to happen at all, or feel like it doesn't matter if these things are happening, because I think that's how we feel as people. Like, it doesn't matter that these things are happening. It is what it is. It's just life. Like, no. So we need to be very careful. We should stop behaving the way that the world seems to want us to behave. We should behave the way that we really want to behave. We must confuse the matrix. The matrix is going to try to make you behave a certain way. And that's why I was telling you about healing your traumas, right? And not allowing your fears, your feelings to control you. Because I know that if it's the matrix that made you the way that you are, that make you feel the way that you feel, that gave you the traumas that it gave you, it was all for a reason. Maybe it's to stop you from, like if you watch the Truman Show, Truman, his father died by drowning, so he was afraid of water. Why did the guy that was controlling everything made him experience that? So that he would not want to escape, because to escape he needed to cross the sea. He needed to use a boat to actually escape. So he needed to be afraid of water. So that's why some of y'all are traumatized. I've been telling you that some of y'all are super smart, but you're afraid to be yourselves. You're afraid to speak your minds, to wake some people up, to help some people. But you're so damn smart. I've had conversations with a lot of people on Discord now, where we'll just like have a call and we'll just be communicating. If you haven't joined the Discord, you gotta join, trust me. We'll just be communicating, and I realize that, damn, like the people who watch my videos are so damn conscious, but most of them are afraid to do what they feel they must do. Some of them feel like they must help people. Some of them feel like they must create their own YouTube channels and share their thoughts. But they're afraid because maybe when they were young, they were laughed at. Maybe they were criticized for speaking their minds. Maybe the people who were close to them left them because they were speaking their minds. So they just decided to keep this to themselves in order to protect themselves. I think we need to look into our traumas. Like, we shouldn't try to avoid our traumas, because I think there is truth there. There's truth. There's truth about ourselves that we might not be aware of. When you are hurt by something, you need to figure out why you are hurt by it. And if you are not limiting yourself because you are hurt by something, I do believe that this matrix does send people into our lives just to hurt us, so that we will limit ourselves. I do believe that we are being studied. They know our weaknesses. They know our strength. They know what will keep. Like, some people would say, nah, Benedict, you are being paranoid. But here's the thing, though. Is it normal that you live in a world that you don't understand? For real. You cannot just choose to, exit this world and just be in the real reality, or have people explain to you what's going on, and then you come back and you're like, yeah, I want to play the game again. Like, the fact that you know nothing tells you something about this world, because why should you know nothing? Why should you know? Why should you not deserve to know? Especially looking at all the things that you've had to go through. Wouldn't it be dope if you got to know the truth while you're still here? Like that would be great, bro. Like that would make your experience dope. But you don't get to know the truth. You just walk around pretending to know what's going on. Some people are too tired to even ask questions. I remember when I was still asking myself questions about Christianity, my mom would tell me that, it's not like other people don't ask themselves the questions that you're asking yourself. It's just that they know they can't find answers, so what's the point? It's not like I don't sometimes have the questions that you have, but I cannot find the answers, so I shouldn't be stressing myself. Why are you stressing yourself? Because obviously this is stressing you out. What can you possibly gain from asking these questions that you're asking? And I'll be like, Mom, these are the most important questions to ask. To be honest, like these are the most important questions to ask, because what should I be doing? Should I just be doing what I was programmed to do? Like, what will I benefit from just doing what I was programmed to do, other than trying to figure out what is actually going on? Because if I'm in some kind of a prison, I gotta figure that out. If something is wrong, I gotta figure that out. That's when I will have a chance to set myself free, than if I behave the way that I was programmed to behave. It will get to a point where I get used to the suffering that comes with asking questions, that comes with this level of curiosity. But I believe that's intelligence, being able to ask the right questions. Maybe I do believe that I'm capable of understanding the truth. Maybe deep down I do believe that I'm capable of understanding the truth. I know some of y'all, when some people are in your life asking you a lot of questions, things don't seem to go well. They ask a lot of questions that make you feel uncomfortable. You'll be like, damn, why are you asking me that question? Like, I have people in my life that I will ignore, bro. Like, they'll send you a WhatsApp text, hey, where are you? And you ignore them. Where are you? You ignore them. Where are you? Bro, like, they'll send you the same message like 10 times and you're ignoring them, and you're like, why? And then you tell them where you are and be like, okay. And you're like, what? So you will ask me this question more than 10 times? For what reason? Because it seems like it was important to you that you know where I am, and you just say, okay. Weren't you asking where I'm at so that you can visit, maybe? Not that I would want them to visit, but to just say, okay, while you're asking a person like a question consistently, even if they're not answering. Like, I'm not the kind of person who takes a person twice. Like, if I text you now and you don't respond, that's it. I'm not going to text you again. You're going to respond when you want to respond. But these people will be very persistent, as if they're asking you a very important question. Like, they'll ask you where you are, and it will be so important to them, as if that's going to change your life. I mean, their life, knowing where you are. Ask you what you're doing. What are you up to? Who are you dating? You're like, dude, you're a guy. Well, why do you care who I'm dating? If it's a girl, you'll be like, okay, maybe she wants me. But it's a guy, and you're not telling them who you're dating, but they want to know. You're like, damn, what's going on? I lie to these people, bro. Be telling them lies. Like, no, you can't be asking me. Like, it's weird. Because I don't know what's actually going on, and I don't know why you're very curious. I'm not curious about other people's lives. I don't care what other people are doing. I don't care where other people are. Like, it doesn't matter to me. because I'm focusing on my own life. I'm focusing on my own shit. So if it matters to other people what I'm doing, I gotta know why. If I can't know why, then I should be suspicious. This is not to make you paranoid, but it's to make you think the way that a human who is in a world that they don't understand should think, so that you will be safe, right? Some people ask too many questions. Some people force themselves into our lives. You find that you're not connecting with a person. Like, you can tell that there's no connection whatsoever, but they're forcing themselves into your life. You're like, what the fuck is going on? A person keeps on coming. Person keeps on visiting you. You're like, what? They chill with you. You don't call them. You don't go to their homes, to see them, but they come and chill with you. We can say that's love. Like, they just love you, but it's a bit weird. And they start to ask you questions, and you can tell that, when a person is happy in your presence, you can tell they are happy, right? So you can tell this person is not happy, but it seems like they're just like they're forced to be in your life, and they keep on coming. Like, what do they want? Is it that because they're not happy, you're not making them happy, they're not excited to be in your life? And we need to be very careful here. And then when the friendship ends, something bad happens. Maybe they start an unnecessary fight to get you in trouble. Maybe they walk around gossiping about you. You're like, oh, it wasn't real. Like, I've had that happen to me so many times. People accuse me of things that I never did that I'll never do. And because people felt like we were close because they will always, visit me, now they believe them. But like, yeah, he must be like that. And like, okay, so was that the reason why this person came into my life? Or maybe they were in my life for another reason, but now that they did their job, now they can just try to destroy me or something. It doesn't make sense. But we need to pay close attention to the people who come into our lives. See if these people are in our lives because they really want to be in our lives. They were not sent. They are not decoys. They are not NPCs. There are people like us who genuinely want to know us and who genuinely want to connect with us. We should always be suspicious. When things happen in our lives, we should be suspicious. Even when good things happen, you always be suspicious. And that's one of the reasons why I say don't take things too seriously. And the reason why is because I think things are going to happen in your life, and you find that these things are not happening because they will happen in the real world. They're happening because you're being monitored, and they are trying to get you traumatized, or they're trying to get you angry, or they're trying to get you to do something that's gonna make your life worse. Maybe they're trying to make you angry so you can behave in a way that can get you locked up or something. Helicopters every day. Niggas be stealing, bro. It's crazy because almost every time when I record, there's a helicopter looking for a car. Like once it does this, it's looking for a car. Maybe there's a tracker. So the tracker is showing them that the car is somewhere. But yeah, in Josie, yeah, crazy shit happens. Anyway, keep your eyes open. Don't be naive, and try your best to not be manipulated in this world. Thank you all, guys.